Keep checking on these people, on your friends, your loved ones, even if they seem okay. If you're keeping up with social media, you probably have seen news on the US-based cardiologist who reportedly ends it all. There is mixed information on why this might have happened. As someone in healthcare and mental health in particular, I do not want to speculate what might have happened or what might have led to his death without having solid information. Even if I did, it's not my area to speculate. I, however, wanted to use this as a way of educating ourselves on what this may entail. If tuning in, welcome. My name is Claudine. I am a board certified mental health nurse practitioner, and I'm going to talk about suicide. So suicide is a word that carries so much weight, yet it's often avoided in conversations. But the truth is, talking about it could save lives. Every year, millions of people struggle with thoughts of ending their own lives, and too many feel like there have been nowhere to turn to. But why does this really happen? What leads to someone to end up with such a painful decision? And most importantly, how can we help? Reality is, suicide is one of the leading causes of death worldwide, affecting people of all ages, backgrounds, and even situations. It doesn't discriminate, from teenagers feeling overwhelmed by life's pressures, to adults facing financial crises, to elderly individuals struggling with loneliness. Suicide is a battle fought in silence by far too many people. The numbers tell a heartbreaking story. According to global reports, over 700,000 people die by suicide every year. That's nearly one person every 40 seconds. But those numbers don't even include the millions who attempt it or struggle with suicide thoughts on a daily basis. So what are some of the common causes of suicide? What drives somebody to this point? The answer isn't simple. There's no single cause of suicide. It's usually a mixed emotional, psychological, and even social. And sometimes there's even that biological aspect of it. So the first thing is mental health disorders. Things like depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia. Mental illnesses are some of the biggest risk factors for suicide. When someone is trapped in a cycle of hopelessness and despair, suicide can feel like the only escape. But mental illness is treatable, and with the right support, people can recover. Number 2 is trauma and abuse. Post-trauma, whether it's childhood abuse, domestic violence, sexual assault, or even bullying, can leave scars that never fully heal. Many people experience trauma, carry a deep sense of pain and self-blame, which can lead to suicidal thoughts, especially if they feel unheard or unsupported. Number 3, financial or career stress. Losing a job, struggling with debt, or even feeling like a failure can push someone into a dark place. For some, financial struggles aren't just stressful. They feel like their life is collapsing around them. The fear of not being able to provide, of losing stability, can lead to overwhelming distress. Number 4 is social isolation and loneliness. Humans are wired for connection. When someone feels disconnected or alone, or if they do not belong, suicide can feel like the only way out. The rise of social media has ironically made this even worse. Many compare their lives to unrealistic portrayals online, feeling even more isolated. Number 5 is bullying and cyberbullying. Young people in particular are vulnerable to bullying, whether it happens at school, online, or even at home. Words can cut deeper than we realize. Many who are bullied feel worthless, helpless, and see no way out of the torment. Number 6 is substance abuse. Alcohol and drugs can amplify negative emotions and lower inhibitions, making impulsive decisions more likely. Many turn to substances to escalate or even escape the pain, but addiction can push them further into isolation, worsening their mental health. Number 7 is chronic illnesses and physical pain. Some people who suffer from long-term illnesses or chronic pain feel trapped in their own bodies. The thought of enduring pain for years can make suicide seem like an escape from constant suffering. Number 8 is loss and grief. Losing a loved one, whether through death, separation, or even estrangement, can be devastating. Some struggle to find meaning after such a loss, feeling like life is no longer worth living. Suicide is often preventable, and one of the most powerful tools we have is awareness. People who are struggling may not always ask for help directly, but they often show signs and symptoms. So these include expressing feelings of hopelessness or worthlessness, withdrawing from friends and family, sudden changes in mood, feeling extremely down, then suddenly at peace, giving away personal belongings or saying goodbyes in certain ways, engaging in reckless or self-destructive behaviors, talking about wanting to die or feeling like a burden. So if you notice these signs in someone, don't ignore them. A simple conversation could make all the difference. So what can we do? How can we support those who are struggling? Talk and listen. Sometimes all someone needs is to know they are not alone. Ask them how they're feeling. Let them speak without judgment. Listening can be a life-saving situation. Encourage professionals' help, like therapy, counseling, and support groups, which can be a game changers. If someone is struggling, encourage them to reach out to a professional. Check in regularly. So a single conversation isn't enough. Keep checking on these people, on your friends, your loved ones, even if they seem okay. The other thing is remove access to harmful means. If someone is at immediate risk, take steps to keep them safe, whether that's staying with them, removing dangerous objects, or even calling for help. Make sure we spread awareness. The more we talk about mental health, the less stigma there is. Let people know it's okay to ask for help. If you're watching this and you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, please listen. You matter. Your pain is real, but so is the possibility of healing. You are not alone, and there are people who love you, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Please reach out. There is help, there is hope, and there's a future beyond this moment. If you or someone you know is in crisis, please reach out to Crisis Hotline or a mental health professional. Do you deserve support? If this video helped you in any way, please share. You never know who might need to hear this message today. Let's break the silence and be there for each other. Until next time, peace out.